My son has been itching to get on my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to let him tell you all about his new favorite gaming console. Today, Cameron and I are going to be giving you a closer look at the Nintendo Switch.
So, we have a TV set up for some reason. And it's in the dock.
Okay, so this is how you charge it and connect it to the TV, right?
Only if you put a charger somewhere and then plug it somewhere behind the dock, and then behind the dock is this thing that you can open, and then there's the HDMI thing that you plug in, and then the charger thing that puts the energy in, so that's how you use it. And then you press the power button, and then you know, it'll be on your TV.
Cool. So kind of the cool thing about the Switch is that you can play off of the TV when you've got it on the dock, and you can also take it off and it looks like a little tablet. So you can play games with the controllers attached to it, or taken off using it just as a screen. So you can play this on the go. You can play this mounted to your TV.
It looks just like a tablet with remotes on it, so.
Yeah. Okay, so now Cameron's taking it off of the TV, and you're able to play everything right on here.
So right now, this is the game card, the headphone jack, the volume up and down, and the power button. And this is the charger. And then these two remotes are able to be taken off.
Very cool. So you can play with one player with both of those controllers on there. You can put those controllers onto a regular gaming pad to play with one player, or you can take them off and play separately with two players, each having one of those controllers, right?
Yeah, so right now we have 1-2 switch in it. So I'll open this, and it's the game card.
Alright, so just tiny little game cards. So now we're going to show some accessories. Some come with, some we've bought separately.
So this is what you put your Joy-Cons on, which comes in the box.
So when you're playing on the TV, this works when you put those Joy-Cons in there. It makes it look like a regular controller for one player.
Yeah, but it also looks kind of weird. So these are also for Mario Kart 8, because it works a lot for it.
So Cam and I just played Mario Kart 8, and you put a Joy-Con in each of these, so two players can play here. Now we've bought these wheels separately, but they're pretty cool because you can set it up so you can control it without using the dial on the side. You can just turn the wheel, so it feels like you're driving with the wheel.
And then these are what you can put on the Joy-Cons, and then put this on your wrist, so that when you drop the Joy-Con, it doesn't fall on the floor and break.
Cool. So these just lock onto the side there and can hold on your wrist. So it makes it good for kids, also for adults, like when you're playing games like 1-2 Switch, where you're kind of flinging your controller around. So even if you drop it, it's not going to fall on the floor or hit the TV or hit another person.
So then, when you put it on, you probably would want to lock it on.
Yes, that's good advice.
So then when you try to take it off, you cannot take it off. And then we'll show you how good they go on, the Joy-Cons go on. So I'll get them. So there's a kickstand on the back of the Switch, and behind it is the SD card.
Okay, so go ahead and show us that propped up with a kickstand, Cam. Nice. So that's nice. So if you're taking these off and using them with the controllers, you can play through here like it's a tablet, and you can use the individual controllers or put them in here, and you've got a little kickstand. You can also buy a variety of different holders for the Switch So we have a separate stand that I reviewed previously that works well, but it has its own little kickstand right on there.
So I would be showing you how it looks like when you put the remotes on this.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
And now one of the remotes just turned on.
So does that feel like you're holding a regular controller, like for the Xbox or something?
Yeah, but it kind of feels weird.
It's a little bit square.
So...
But it's nice that you have the option that you can put both of those in there.
So, now we can see what it looks like to put them on these things.
Okay, are they locked into place when you slide them on?
No, you just have to, like, push it in.
Okay, so there's a separate lock. It clicks into place and then it locks too. Very cool. So we just used those wristbands when we were playing 1-2 switch.
So these are the SR and SL buttons for when you are playing like this. This is the capture button. This is the home button. These two are just random buttons that I don't know what you use them for. But these buttons, you hold them in. Like, that was what I was pressing to take them out of the Nintendo Switch and the controller, and not these because you could just pull them off. So, there are some games.
What's your favorite game?
Like, basically all of them.
I like the racing game. I really like the wheels.
Like,
And you can play the racing game without the wheels, but I prefer to have the wheel there. It makes me feel more comfortable.
or you could, like, hold your remotes in a relaxed manner, which is just like this. Like that. So,
You could do that.
I don't actually know how to set this up because I did not set this up. So, I'll just turn this on. And this is also a touch screen.
Very nice. So it really looks like a thick tablet, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Cam's going to show us first. He's taken the Joy-Cons off and he's going to put it into the Switch stand.
It's not a stand, it's a dock.
I'm sorry, the Switch dock. You're right.
And that got messed up.
Okay, what game are you going to put in?
Just wait and see.
Okay, it's going to be a surprise. So there goes the game.
And then it's in. And I forgot to like set. So this is the loading process. That's what it looks like. And this is what it like always says when you're like gonna play Super Mario Odyssey. Cat, which is Cappy, like a boomerang. And then you can hold in the button to hold Cappy there, and then you can like hold it and then like jump on Cappy. So like you can also hypnotize stuff. So I'm gonna hypnotize this, and now I have hypnotized it. So.
And this is a good example of a game that he could put both of those Joy-Cons into the main controller, just for stability. But you can also hold them individually, or you can do a 2-player game where each person has one.
So I learned a new trick.
What is your new trick?
Just to work. So I do this, and then jump, and then I just glide down.
That's a pretty nice trick.
Like in some of the places there are these flowers that you can jump on, but like you gotta like press X or Y to throw Cappy. And then you can, there's other ways to throw Cappy. You can shake the Joy-Cons, or you can like move the Joy-Con wherever you want to like throw Cappy that way. Like so. I'm just going to do it like this, and now take it to the screen, And that's what it looks like.
That's amazing.
You can also take Cappy down if you're like on a cliff or something. Like that. You can also take Cappy up. And so this is basically the Odyssey that you use to travel all around. And like it says how many more power moons you need. So then you throw Cappy on the globe and then you can put your power moons in there. And then you can set up your Odyssey. And so this is another thing you can hypnotize. So like if you're in the freezing sand world and you hypnotize one of these and you're in the under the pyramid thing, you can use this and then you do not slip on the ice.
Okay, Cam, so what has been the best Christmas present?
What I'm playing on right now.
Nintendo Switch?
Uh-huh.
What I like about the Nintendo Switch is that you can play in different ways with this. So not only can you dock it to play on the TV, you can also check it in here at the end of the day so we're not up playing in the middle of the night, right?
Yeah.
You can also pull it off and put the controllers right on there so he can take this and play anywhere. So your kids aren't always occupying the TV or your husband or yourself. So you're able to play on the TV and it's also able to be handheld and travel with you.
So right now, I would rather like show you what it's like to play without using the TV.
All right, so let's go ahead and take it off the stand and see what it's like to play without the TV.
It's the dock.
I'm sorry, we're taking it off the dock. You're right, because there's a difference between the dock and the stand.
And then sometimes it looks like this because you changed your game style.
Let's bring it over here so we can show it.
Tinier.
Yep, so smaller screen, but really nice screen resolution, right?
Yeah, so right now what I have on top of this screen is a protective screen. And basically I just have one health left, one thing left. So then if I get hit once, I would die. But if you die, it takes away 10 of your coins. Like just the original coins, not like these coins.
And you can play games like 1-2 Switch where you need to hold the controllers rather than having them docked onto here. Using this screen, just popping out that Switch stand and using the controllers in front of it. You can also put them in a regular controller and just use this as your screen or as your playing station.
So this is the action guide where you can do some actions, like capture actions. These are what I have captured. There's also a tank, a frog, chain chomp, T-Rex, binocular, bullet bill.
It's a pretty cool gaming station.
And then Cheep, and then an upload.
Now Cam's 8, and this is awesome for him. He is pretty bright and advanced when it comes to gaming. So he already knew completely how to use this before he got it. Because he does his research, right?
Yeah, so we're...
And that's been your closer look at the Nintendo Switch with Cameron.